All right, what's happening here? Testing again. Are we up? You might have to restart your... Are we back to normal? Okay, sorry about that. I know we're in the party room at the Asakusa shop, and the router is right there. So I was thinking the wireless should be no problem today, given that I'm less than 1 meter from the router, but it still wouldn't give me a good signal. So, I've wired myself in. Okay, sorry about the bad start, false start. Seems like we're okay. Are we? Okay, you can see what we're doing here. It's bookmaking. And actually, the main part of today's thing is not bookmaking. I'm in the middle of making the YouTube video that will talk about the bookmaking. That's why we've got multiple cameras going on here. So this is not going to be a steady stream of bookmaking. This is going to be me stopping and starting, shooting different parts of it, because this is the process of making a YouTube video. I'm sorry. I got partway through it last night and almost got to the end, so we've got to the last stage. What I've got at the moment in here is a book that is, I don't know how many of you are new here, how many of you seen what we're doing. Let me get it finished up. It's not finished, but it's finished as far as we can get it. Here are two. I've got two of them sewn up now already. So you can see the Ukiyo Heroes books. I've got two copies sewn up. They haven't got the front cover on them yet. For those of you who are new to this, to what's going on, these are the books that were part of the Kickstarter campaign we put up last September, in which the first 10 of the Ukiyo Heroes prints we made were printed in a bit of a special edition and bound together into a book. This was part of last September's Kickstarter campaign. We put 10 of these up there, and 10 subscribers or 10 backers wanted them, and now I'm in the process of making the books. And today's work for me now, I'm making part 2 of the YouTube video that shows how these things work, that shows how these things come together. I got halfway through it last night. I got the Nakatoji done, the middle of the book block done. And now I'm going to show on the YouTube video how the covers are sewn in. There will be no voiceover on the YouTube video. I mean, there will be no talking on the YouTube video. So in the parts when I've got that camera on, I'm going to keep quiet because I'll be doing a voiceover later for that part. So, okay, let me get, where was I? What am I doing here? Okay. You can see what I'm doing. It's scenes, one scene, one scene, one scene for that video. There will be voiceover later when I put them all in together. This is stuff that we did on the Twitch stream the other day. You know, we showed the whole process start to finish on the Twitch stream, and so today isn't for you guys. Today is for the YouTube, but at least we can explain bit by bit some of it. What I had got so far now is the explanation for you guys. The central section of the book is bound together. It's now placed together with the covers in a special jig I made. It's now going to be drilled. It's now going to get drilled for the holes for the actual binding itself. Focus, focus, focus. Move camera. Where am I? I'm telling you, doing it all by yourself with nobody to run the camera is such a drag, you know. Okay, do we have power here? Yes. Dry run. Take the clamp off. Put the guide marks on. I'll go in here. I'm blocking the camera. No, looks okay. I'll do 2 holes, then zoom in. Okay, take 1. Oh, I see, the handle comes right into the subcon. That's better. Sorry about not being able to look at the chat here. Excuse me. What have we got here? This is Sunday. There'll be no Cameron here. Cameron won't be here at all. In front of me here, this is the window. I'm in the print party room of the shop. And if you look up behind me here, that's the print party bench where the people make their own prints. This is one of the bench where the people sit. The coffee machine's to my left there. And this is the front window of the shop looking out over the Rokdorides. Okay, drilling part is done. There's a question. I'll try and get to it, but you know. Twitch questions. Somebody's asking about the new paper. All I can say at the moment is the new paper is still in testing. Suga-san's got 2 sheets in her batch up there. Ishikawa-san's got sheets in her batch. We've done sizing on the new paper, and we've put sheets in with all the different printers in the house here who are working on stuff. So give this a week or 10 days, and all these different prints come back, and I'll have a chance to look at how the paper's going. So just hold off on the new paper. It's in testing. That's all I can say at the moment. What's next? I'm going to put this back in the jig, and we then start sewing. So I'll need to get needle and thread ready. Hang on. I dropped my needle here yesterday and I can't find it. So somewhere loose in this room there's a nice big fat needle. Luckily, we have spares. Somebody's asking the magnets. Yeah, the jigs are all made with magnets, both parts of it. The first part we saw yesterday, there's neodymium magnets. It's plywood, but I opened it up and put magnets inside and closed it back up, and there's magnets hidden in the plywood here. Now you can see the 2 here that poke through. Oops, just tore my shoji paper. It clips together really strongly. Anyway, geez, I just can't do too many things at once, like more than one thing at once. We need 90 centimeters here. Here's Dave's favorite part, threading the needle. There's nobody else in the building to help me here, so I'm on my own right now. Yesterday when we got to this part, I asked one of the girls to do it for me, and I am now on my own today. So this could kill the whole stream right here if I can't get this done. We may be in trouble here, you know. We may be in trouble. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to my microscope back in the other room. So hang on a minute. I'll be back in 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, however long it takes me to get this needle threaded. Sorry about this, guys. Excuse me. Take a coffee break. right. All right. Same as we said yesterday, you know, if we had been making a bunch of these, we'd be jigged up more properly. We'd have better tools, better jigs. But when you're just making 10 bucks, you know. Anyway, whatever. Everybody still here or not? Thump, thump, thump. What's that? Footsteps, yeah. Hi. What are you guys chatting about here? Oh, yeah, the videos. Everything's being archived here, you know. I save all the videos. And I don't know. We're trying to get bits and bits of them up on YouTube. The most important stuff, of course, we'll get up sometime. Gee, sorry about the fumbling around here, you know. That's my life these days. It's just firefighting and fumbling around, you know. Here we go. Got a knot in the end of this. You know, I really shouldn't be doing any of this work myself. You know, we should have a competent person in here who knows how to do sewing and stuff. We just can't find people to do these jobs, you know. Yeah, great. A 50-minute stream watching Dave fumble around trying to thread a needle. Anyway, here we go. Okay. Again, for those of you who just joined, this isn't a stream about bookmaking. I'm making a video, so I'm going to be stopping and starting the camera and focusing and doing all those things. The main job for me today is to get the video done, so... Picture in a picture in a picture, yeah. Can you see yourself down in there? Who knows? Okay, well, where were we? I was drilling, so the next video cut should be putting this thing back on the bench, ready for sewing. So that means the camera should be here. Focus it again. Can't use autofocus for this thing because every time I move, the camera starts zooming in, zooming out, zooming in. It's an awful result. Okay, next cut. Oh, you can see the computer in the background. Okay. How to show this next part. I don't know how to show this next part. The entrance part where the needle goes in. This is the part that people are going to want to see, but it's the most difficult to show. There's a part here to start these things off. You know, the sewing around and around is easy, but to start them off, the needle has to go in the side and then up through the hole. I got to get close up for that, I guess. It also takes some fumbling around, so I don't know if I can do this in one cut on a video. Anyway, let's try. Can you guys see this or not? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know. Should I zoom in the main Twitch camera a bit closer? Would that help if I did that as well? Thinking about the YouTube thing here, but I could maybe zoom in the Twitch camera. Is that better? You don't need to see the back of my head. Yeah, that's better to show. Emails here about I'm getting emails this morning and last night about the New Year's cards. There's a bunch of people are getting doubles. I wasn't sure what to do about that. We send the New Year's cards to all the people who are current subscribers at the moment, when we're sending cards. And people who have bought, a ton of stuff at Mokuhankan or whatever, and also our family, friends and stuff like that, they get the New Year's cards. And then this year, the New Year's cards also was part of the Patreon program. So there are people who are doubled. There are people who are in both, and we put a different letter inside them. The Mokuhankan letter, thank you for your support of our work this year, blah, blah. Then the New Year's cards also went to the Patreon people. And we were thinking, should we carve a second one? Should we make a separate New Year's card print just for the Patreon people? I don't really know. Anyway, that's what this doubling thing is about. You've got an extra one. Give it to somebody. Pass it on. Okay, excuse me, back to this. You can see we're doing, on the YouTube video, I'll be explaining it later. There's 4 holes in the book here. There's 4 holes, and just let me run it once. What happened was I put a knot in the thread, stuck it in from the back and brought it up. And then when you think about it, I started at that point and I'm going to finish at that point. So we go round the spine and up, across to the next one. Round the spine and up, round the spine and up. And that leaves us, where am I? Just a minute. We came up to the top. We go across to the next one. Now we go down round the spine. Then we go down round the spine. Then we go down and across to the next one. Then we do the same thing, up, across to the next one, down around the spine, across to the next one, down, around, and it brings you, by the time you've covered all the top parts, all the bottom parts, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places that go around the spine, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 places to go, and it brings you back to the starting point. Whatever, it's difficult to explain, it's easy to see. Let me just get back to this. Have I lost my focus on the main YouTube camera here? Let's see. It should belong right here. It's out of focus now. Okay, let's just do this. Where my hand's going to go? Up, down. I should zoom a bit out more. You can't see it. Get a bit out a bit more. Okay, ready, roll. Good, 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 good. Okay, I'll just keep on at this. You can see what's going on. Can't see. Oh, sure, got the wrong glasses on. Change glasses, drink. Change glasses, drink. Okay, there we go. Where's the freaking hole? Of this tile, we got to zoom in here. It's another part I don't like is the tie off here. It's difficult. We're coming back to the same hole now for the 4th time. Screw that up. How's it going to go? It goes like this. You go around. Okay, I see. Okay, there it goes. Let's try this again. Yosh! Another nice book to show. Have you seen it? They come out really nicely, you know. The thing about this thread tying too is, it's not permanent. For an example, yeah, here, let me get some books here. This should be in the cupboard right behind me. I know. With a Western book, when it gets old and tattered and the binding starts to come apart or whatever, you got to really get to a specialist to get it fixed. But with these Japanese books, anybody can fix them. And people do. When you got older books, here. What am I doing here? This is not YouTube, this is Twitch. So let me get here, put them here. Got some older books here. These are novels. These are novels illustrated by Toyokuni. So this would be about 1870s or 1880s or something like that. They used, here we are. No, that's the wrong pair. Where am I here? No, that's the wrong pair. Hang on a sec. Where am I here? Up. Okay, number 9 and number 6. Somebody's been playing with these, got them all mixed up here. That's number 6, number 1, here, number 9. Here's number 6. These should be a pair. Here we are. Yeah, here we are. They came in commonly in pairs. These are novels. Eh? This was a novel. Here we are. There we go. This is Joge, part 1, part 2 of volume 6 of a long series. Jidai Kagami kana. So I don't even know what it was about. Be about 1870, somewhere around like that. I don't know. The front cover picture was done by Kunisada. And the books themselves, the text and illustrations are all carved on blocks, and printed. And they were printed in the bajillions of copies. And look at this. Here we are. The string is kaput. And this would, I think, because they match, this is probably the original string back from that time. But it didn't matter. Once you've read it and they're worn out, you could just sew this up yourself. I've built myself a little jig for doing this because now we don't know how to do this. But anybody with a needle and thread could just sew one of these books back together by themselves. So bookbinding in the Japanese sense is no big deal. We should do a YouTube video about these. These are hugely interesting. The way the pictures are done and the way the text jumps from place to place and the carving of the calligraphy, it's just insane. They're so much fun, so interesting. And whatever, time projects. These are waiting to go into the shop, the flea market, but It's just waiting for me to get around to it. We've got hundreds of these. All right, where am I? What do I need to do for this video now? Just a sec. So the sewing is done. The next step for the there. I've got some of them. What will happen next on the books is the cover title will be glued on. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to wait till all the books are done, make a little jig, and glue them all on in the same place. So that will have to wait. Okay, I think the YouTube part of today's stuff is done, I think. So let me get this camera off here. Get this out of the way. And get back to work, normal work. And what's the next step in the normal work? Getting the next book ready. Left and right, left and right. Ah, so I see. So the two books I just showed you, they were Japanese books. So of course the binding is on the right and the book's open from the right-hand side. The book we're making is for Westerners, and our book is going to open on the left. It's the Western way. We bound the books on the left, bound the prints on the left-hand side. The text part of it runs in Western style, left to right. So we had to bind the books on the left. The Japanese books, the text ran right to left, so they're bound on the right-hand side. Three, 1, 2, 3, coming along. Only 9 more. Yeah, today's stream, more binding and getting YouTube ready. Okay. Okay. What am I doing here? This goes upwards. paper, that one. Cameras everywhere, so. Because of the fact that we took, a long time to get this book together, bit by bit by bit, there's 5 different printers represented in here. So that was happy for me, rather than one printer doing the whole thing. So we've got a real good mix. 2 of our girls here, Miyashita-san and Tsushima-san, they're represented in this book. Namabe-san, the first outside printer who ever worked for us, is in here. Kubota-san, he's the guy who's been really, really helping us lots with the Heroes printing the last year or so. He worked for Adachi for many years. His whole career was basically at Adachi. He retired from there, but still wants to do work. So we're really happy to have him working for us. This is Kanai-san. She did this one. Both of those girls are pregnant. Miyashita-san now and Kanai-san, they're both off pregnant. Just doing little small jobs for us. They can't do big work like this in the current situation, current condition. The signing and sealing on these books, it happened in an interesting way. Normally, when we're finished Heroes prints, we're the factory. And Jed publishes these prints, actually, and we're the factory who make them. So normally, when we finish a batch of Heroes prints, we just sit on it here for a while. It just goes into a drawer, sits in stock. Then every now and then, Jed sends us an order. He'll say, send me 20 more of the Mario Kart print or whatever, stuff like this. And at that time, when he gets them in his home, he signs them, puts his number on, and stamps them. Then he packages them and he sends them out to the world because he sells them from his website. So we make the physical print, but Jed signs them and seals them from the front for each one. Now for this book, we couldn't do it that way because we couldn't make the books first and then send them to Jed because he'd be trying to open it up and seal them and open it up and he wouldn't be able to get the seal on. So we needed to have these prints signed and sealed before the bookmaking process started. And luckily, Jed was here. He came over last December. There was the Tokyo Comic Con at Mokuhankan. We had the prints, most of the prints, we had the prints ready for him. So after he finished the con, I guess it was the last day, the Sunday, I guess, after he finished the con, I went over to Mokuhankan to meet him with a stack of the prints, and he had brought his seal and pencils and stuff. And we sat and had dinner first and cleared off the table in the middle of the restaurant, wiped it all down so there was no mess on the table. And we went through it. I just fed him the prints one by one by one by one. He signed stamps, signed stamps. The people at nearby tables are watching like, what's going on? What's going on? It was good fun. It took us a while, an hour or so. And the seal part of it, they don't dry so easy, so quickly. So we commandeered the bench of the table next to us. It wasn't such a crowded restaurant. And we had prints spread around all over the place, and the waitresses are coming back and forth, and you know. It was good fun. At this point, of course, everything's too big. The prints. Everything at this point is cut oversized. The prints are still a tad oversized. The backing sheets are oversized. The story sheets, I mean. The little delicate thin paper that we put the prints on, though, is undersized. So we can't tap it on the front end. It's all got to be tapped at the back end. Okay, should we do one more? Drill one more? Can you stand the same thing over and over and over again? Yeah, public spilling drinks. Now, I mean, we were on a table of our own, isolated, and we had finished our own dinner. We had cleared our own drinks away. The table was nothing. It was just an empty table. The waitress wiped it down for us. It was all clear. There was no danger about stuff being spilled on it. I mean, we're not, no. We're not dumb about it. Okay, now this actually should be already lined up, but let's see. This goes in here, it goes in, I got this screwed up the other day. It goes in here face down, right? Run that by me again. It goes in here face down. We're going to drill it from the top. We're going to put coyote in from the top and up in from the top, tie it so the ties will be on the back. Right? I did this wrong the other day. I spoke the right words. Party for, is that for today? I hope it's for tomorrow or something. Let's see. Print party, print party. No, it's a party for next Wednesday. It doesn't, not for tomorrow. There's no party at 10 today. I'm in the party room now. I'm a bit worried. If that was a reservation for 10, I got to clear out of here quickly for 10 o'clock. Okay, what's next? Next is drilling, right? Did nobody call me out on that? I had it in the wrong way around. Okay, Dave, double check, double check. In the jig, face down, we're going to drill from the back. We're going to put coyote in, down and up. Tie it so the coyote will be tied on the back. Okay, let's get the drill again. sure if it's quite straight here. So. Oh, filming print parties, yeah, it's an endless question for us. I don't know what to do. We need a nice, good video for our print parties, but it's very difficult. It's difficult. We've tried and we've tried and we've tried again. Good thing this one isn't on YouTube. It doesn't want to come through. Here we go. Should I zoom in a bit? See what's going on here? It's better to show. This one's not going to want to go through. Come on, guy, get in there. Not enough there to pinch it, I think. No, come on. Yeah, here we go. What's your topic of conversation? Onsens. NHK hasn't called me in a while for one of those travel programs, you know. I miss my onsen trips with them. Oh, I should tie it first. What am I doing? I was thinking it was hammering time. I gotta tie it first. Dave, get your priorities here. Sorry about that. Let's tie it. Next step is tying. Paper string there. It's strong enough, you know. We had our Bob Ross moment. I missed this chance the other day when we were on the live stream. What's the expression? What did he say? Beat the crap out of him? He didn't say that, did he? With his brushes. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the MacBook audio. Going back. The MacBook seems to be okay. The MacBook audio, I think, is okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me try disconnecting the main camera and starting it again. Hang on a sec. Nope. So I bang something and the camera goes wrong. What the heck's that all about? Ow! Yeah, look at that. Just at the moment of the hammer coming down. Eh? Whatever, here we are. The camera has to be restarted, and the only way to do that is to restart the broadcasting software. And that means shutting the stream down and starting again. I don't think. Let's just try something different. You can hear me now, right? So let's just forget the other big camera. Is the audio okay? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Then let's forget the other camera. Let's just do this, whatever. I finished all the banging. I don't have long to go anyway here. I've got to, we'll just finish this book, I think, get this done. Can't really see much, though, I think. Maybe you can. Who knows? It's that the problem here is it's the black magic thing, that video interface. It's got something mechanical with it. Each day when I've learned, when I plug in, before I turn the camera on, I have to plug in the black magic interface. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds and I can hear click, 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 something inside it. There's something mechanical inside the thing that that has to get set properly. Okay, there's one book. Okay, now back to work on the next one. There was a question yesterday in the email that says, Dave, why are you going start to finish on every book? Why not do component, 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 component? And of course, that's the way I want to do this, but having to do once on Twitch to show everybody how it was done, then last night having to do once on YouTube to show all the YouTube parts how it was done. From here on in to the end, I've got 9 more to make. I'm going to do it this way. We'll collate, tie the middle, collate, tie the middle, collate, tie the middle. There's no way I'm going to start going right the way, changing all the tools and changing all the jigs. So here we are. There's one middle one. The next step for this one will be trimming on the 3 sides. But I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to collate one more. That'll probably do our time for today. It is an interesting angle. We should try this sometime. This needs some white paper. Okay, this should be easier now for me for the next few minutes. We can probably even watch the stream, ask questions. I think there was a question in the box, wasn't there, a minute ago? Oh, router questions, yeah, okay. I'll catch that later then. Nothing needs discussion now. Right. Okay, let's collate one more book. I'm waiting for the inevitable, after these books get sent out. They're going to go to Jed first. He's going to ship them to the waiting backers. I don't even know who the backers are. The Kickstarter campaign at that end was controlled by Jed. So actually, I don't even know where these books are going. Also, I guess I can chat. People have been asking about this book. Is it limited edition or what? Are we going to make any more? Or, this and that and this and that. The idea of making this book, this was a bit of an experiment, a bit of a, we didn't know what was going to happen. We never do ourselves limited editions. We carve our blocks carefully. We take good care of the blocks. We want to make prints that are really quite popular. We don't want to limit our work in any way. Only 100 copies of something or something like this. There's no point to that. Woodblock printmaking is all about multiples and making fun stuff and spreading it out as much as possible. These Heroes prints are actually numbered, and this is what Jed chooses to do. They're all numbered, but not numbered in a limited way. We just start numbering with number 1. Jed does this at his end. He numbers the first one that comes across his bench and keeps going up and keeps going up and keeps going up. He keeps track of that at his end. We just make the prints. We don't number them at all. And this book, the idea to do this book was just something that I'd wanted to do myself for a long time. I liked the idea of books, and I wanted to have a bound book with a bunch of our prints in it. We weren't really sure if other people would like this or not, because it means the price, of course, price of one print, the price of 10 prints. It becomes a single item that becomes quite expensive. These prints, the Ukiyo Heroes prints, are $150 each, and 10 of them in a volume means $1,500. So would anybody really want that thing? So Jed was saying, okay, well, let's make it as a limited edition, and that way it'll make it scarce, and people will, that will add value to it. And I didn't want to do that. We didn't. Still, we don't want to make limited editions. So we decided just to go with it like this. What we're going to do is we're making 10 of them for now. The prints have the normal numbers on them that are in Jed's normal sequence. But we're not promising there will only ever be 10 of these books. We're never going to make any more, and it's only you and 9 other people in the rest of history can ever have these. We don't do that. So they went in the Kickstarter just what it is. It's a bound volume of 10 prints. And it turns out that there actually is quite a lot of wider interest. A lot of other people do want these. So what I'm thinking is this, and we've just made the 10 for now. There's no way I can fool around making more of these in the near future. It's just too much work. But there are 6 new heroes in production now. The Dragon's Gift and the ones we put out in the Kickstarter campaign. There's 6 more in active production, and we've actually starting to do 2 more over and above that. So Ukiyo Heroes is up and running still as an ongoing project. So what I'm thinking is that by the time we get another 10 done, by the time that there's 20 prints in the whole series, and there's 17 now in active production, by the time there's 20 prints, then we'll do this again. I'll call the printers to make some prints on wide paper. We'll do probably about 10 more of these, and then 10 of the new, volume 2, the prints number 11 to 21. So we're never going to make a ton of these. We're never going to make a lot of them. Not many people have that much money to spend on it, and the production is just too difficult for us. But there will be another batch of these sometime down the line. And so that people know what they are, how do you know which one you've got or which one or whatever? When the last step for me, before I send these 10 volumes over to Jed, I'm going to open them to the last page, and I'm going to sign them myself. I'm just going to sign book made by David Bull or something, January 2018 or something like this, whatever. And then send them over to Jed. Now, he's already signed all the prints. He may want to sign the book itself. I don't know. It's up to him. But I'm going to put my signature in the back of each one with the date. So we'll know when they were made. Oh, Dave's festival prints. My God, what was I? Was I drunk one day talking about stuff? I don't get drunk, actually, but was I rambling about future projects? Yeah. Okay, there's one more together. I've put this in backwards again. Jeez. Hunting, I gotta get my head examined, you know? How many times do I do this? Gotta stop. It's a miracle I haven't drilled holes in some of these prints yet. They should take me off this job. Ready? I think you can see though actually how fairly efficient this could be. You know, I've been pretty clumsy with this, going back and forth, stage by stage, step by step. But as I said before, our worker Ichikawa-san, years ago when I was doing the Solitudes series, she made thousands. Well, not she made hundreds, well over 1,000 of the books of that series. And you know, she just went bang, bang, bang. Once you get stuff set up in a row. So it's actually a lot more efficient than you've seen me fumbling around with all this stuff. You know, she told me she did a lot of it in the evening, whatever. She'd sit there and make koyori while watching TV with the family and stuff like that. You know. That one's way too fat. I'm in trouble with that one. Anybody still here? Late arrival, more bookbinding, yes. What's that? Someone's in the way there. And what I'm looking forward to really is just getting all these extra jobs out of the way, getting the color blocks ready for that octopus print, and just getting that thing on the way and done. You know, peaceful hours at the carving bench. If I had my, you know, what I mostly would like to do right now, that's the job I would like to be doing. And I can't even see when I can get back to that. You know. What's this? This doesn't want to go through. Come on, guy. Behave yourself. Just go in that hole. What's going on? just like to get back to my carving bits. It's Sunday here. William's arriving on Tuesday. Monday afternoon, probably we're getting the key to downstairs. William's arriving Tuesday. And I guess the first couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday, are going to be, planning days, figuring out what to do down there. And then we're going to blow some dust. As I said the other day, I'm not quite sure how the streams are going to go for the next few weeks then, once we're downstairs, Somebody's asking what's downstairs. I know Mokuhankan is moving. We are at present in the second floor and third floor of this building, and we've arranged to take the lease, for better or for worse, on the ground floor of this building as well. And we get the lease, the official lease is from February 1st, but probably we're going to get the key on Monday, I think. I'm not quite sure. And one of the Twitch members here, the person who is known as Francis Hanga on the stream here, is coming over. He's a sort of a carpenter craftsman in real life. He's coming over to help us work on building a new shop. And that's going to take most of my energies and activities during the month of February. So some of these streams, like I said, I have no idea actually what we're going to be really doing with these streams. I don't see William here today. I don't know. Maybe he's already in the air. I don't think so. He's coming on Tuesday. What's that? 9:22. Yeah, this must be Kawai-san must be here. Yeah, just enough time to finish off this one. And then I got to get packed and get out of here. Today's Sunday. There will be a stream tomorrow, I guess. It's probably going to be much the same thing. Working on books. Then Tuesday will be off. William-san comes Tuesday night. Wednesday, it's construction. So I'm really not sure. I'll post on the Twitch page what will be happening over the next week. I'll sort of post day by day as we can see how each day's work is going to work out. We'll finish off today with this. Whether it's going to destroy the last remnants of the streaming ability here, I don't know. Kawai-san, good morning. Just finishing here. Come and say hello. Oh, you got your shoes on. Okay, can't do it. Okay, no problem. Okay, all right, no problem. Here we go.
You never sleep.
寝ちゃったよ、もちろん。
ずっとこのシーンだったから。
This is the party room. There's junk everywhere. I've got bookmaking stuff all around. And when he was here last night, I was doing this YouTube video. I was starting this, And he's come in. I'm sitting in the same place with the same junk, with the same thing, and it's 10 hours later. No, I did go to sleep.
Okay.
I did.
あれ紙って多分。
Okay, これからチェック。
これからちょっと。
10時パーティーないでしょ？
ないです。そう。
そう。Okay, ちょっと待ってね。He wants to get busy checking the paper for the party and stuff. Anyway, okay, let's do this. I just bang this one job here, and then I am out of here for the day. Ready? I'll put it in the edge of the bed. That'll be better. Are we still here? Scissors to trim it. One more Ukiyo Heroes book coming along. Okay, I'm out of here. Thanks so much, guys. Sorry about the confusion and the camera troubles and whatever. I don't know. See you next time, tomorrow. Thanks again. How do I do this? Oh, here we go.